this. We tip bottles for the homies that can't be here with it.
Alright, y'all, welcome back to the show. We got another special guest right here. We got a couple special guests.
That's
so
right.
Real quick,
That's right.
you want to introduce yourself to the people?
Oh, yeah, man. It's good. It's Seminary Tiff in the building, man, with NorCal next up. And I got my nephew in the building with me right here. Tell me your name, Nep.
Lil Sauce, the sauciest, you feel me?
We in here, man. I had to introduce my nephew, and you feel me? I feel like he the next generation, you feel me? So, you feel me?
Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, honestly, the people may be more familiar with you. But as for you, they're not as familiar yet. So,
right.
You want to let the people know, too, what are you doing? Like, you're making music. What type of music you're making? How long you been rapping? Where you find your music at?
Oh yeah, you can find my music at on Lil Sauce on YouTube for sure. Yeah, I've been rapping for a little minute though. I'm not gonna lie. I've been rapping since I rapped at my preschool graduation. Like I've been rapping for a little minute. It's just I took this, I seen it. I could really go somewhere with it. So I'm like, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel me? When he came back into town and stuff, he got with me, and I told him, you feel me? I'm gonna present every opportunity I got for you with me. So you know what I'm saying? You might as well come fuck with me, and you know what I'm saying? Let's figure it out. Let's get you some visuals out there and get people to know who you is. So I've been telling them, like, turn up your Instagram,
right.
Turn yourself up. You feel me? Like, show him your personality, show him your music you've been working on. You feel me? Like, 'cause I think he really got something. Otherwise, he wouldn't be sitting here with me today.
Okay, that's a fact. Okay, so how long have y'all been working together in the music, just the music in general?
We just started because, like I said, he been in Florida with his mom and his family, so he just came out here to the Bay Area. He had been reaching out to me on YouTube, on Instagram, like, Auntie, I see you. I'm like, I see you. He had dropped one of his singles, and I was like, oh, okay, dope. So I told myself, he could get out here, you feel me? Like, you finna get with me, and we finna get to rocking, you feel me? So now I took him to his first session. You know, shout out Jay, the engineer over there, Slapwagon Studios. We've been doing a lot of work over there, and everybody I introduce him to him is like, hey, he next up. Like, you need to get him under your wing now, and y'all get to working. So he trusts me more than he trusts anybody, compared to trusting a stranger with his, you know, ideas or his future. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, trust me, because this game can get real vicious, you know what I'm saying, when money get involved and people see you as being a money maker. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fake relationships that can be built. So I've been trying to make sure I put him around a lot of good, solid people and people I believe in, you feel me, so he can get to where he need to go.
Okay.
Like, for real.
That's good. That's what's up. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
And that's interesting though, Florida. So how long have you been living in Florida for?
I went out there at the end of 2022. No, the end of 2020.
Okay.
2020.
Yeah.
And I was out there for like 2 years. I just got back like 2-3 months ago.
Okay. Are you able to like observe the cultural differences between Florida and the Bay Area?
For sure.
Yeah. What's some of the differences? I'd be interested in that.
It's a big culture difference. Like, I'm talking about by the way people walk, think, talk, everything. Everything different. It's a whole new world out there.
Okay. And is your sound kind of influenced by Florida? Because they kind of got their own rap scene too. They got their own rap style and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah. Would you say it's influenced by Florida and the Bay mix?
Honestly, I think that's a benefit for me, because a lot of people, they stick to just what they know. They don't think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I kind of got both of worlds, the best of both worlds for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could get on this. I could get on my bass stuff. I could get on, you feel what I'm saying? I could get on that beat, a little Tyler beat or something like that. I could switch it up either way.
Yeah. Okay. So last weekend, this is when we actually first linked up. We were supposed to do the interview last weekend, but we got this important shoot. We was fired up. So how did that happen? What led to you ending up at the YG and Tyga video shoot?
Blood hit me, and then he posted it too, saying, come out to the video shoot, you feel me? Like, he need all of Oakland, he need background people. So it was crazy, you know, when we talked, you know what I'm saying? How he was like, I think I should go to this as opportunities. And I was already thinking the same thing. So I'm like, nigga, how you getting there? You on a bar? I'm coming to pick you up. Like, we there. Like, you know, and you see now we was locked in. I took you straight to Blood. I took you straight to the mechanics. Like, everybody I know, I see you young, hustling, trying to do your thing. So, you feel me? It's just, man, when you're around solid people, you just never know what might happen. You feel me? And that day, that's why you see me walking with YG in the video. I'm walking with my boy Mod and Blood and YG, because I'm locked in, you feel me? So I'm able to be in them certain positions. That's why I told my nephew, I call you, say, come, you better come. You don't know what you might be in. Yeah. He look up, he walking with YG. So as he walked up, I'm like, I'm with YG, come over here now. What you doing, bro? You feel me? So, man, yeah, it was lit that day, though, man. It was a big opportunity for networking out there. I met a lot of good people. We met the people from Classic muscle cars out there.
Yeah.
He tapped in. What's the girl name?
Shot by YP.
Shot by YP. Shout out to her. Shout out to her, man. She made some moves yesterday for a video I shot, and made sure some cars came out for us and stuff. Like, yeah, she knew the people, bullies in the hood also. So, and then her people, she would have brought more people, but she said it was late notice and stuff. But she was like, I'll try to do my best. Like, she was fucking with it. So it was good. We met her that day. He did a little video with her, got her Instagram. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be good to be in places like that when the Bay come together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know who you might run into, can, you know, link up with, work with. You feel me? So
that's a fact. Okay, so it seems like you got a lot of history in Oakland or in the Bay Area. You know all these people, you got these connections. So why did you choose to become a rapper back in the day? You want to explain how that happened? And also, what year was this too?
Like, when I decided to become a rapper,
and what led up to it too?
What led up to me really being a rapper was me seeing DeBrat, and then I seen her, and then I was like, I can do that. You feel me? She was looking like me, dressing like me. She was gay. She just now saying it, but she was gay. And so I was gay. And so it inspired me into believing I could make it because I saw her make it. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I started being out in the hood, entering heck of different talent shows, meeting different people. Just if you say rap, I was rapping. I'm on the bus rapping. That's how I met Ray Ryder from Dirty Mackin. Just being out there and being hungry. And just anytime somebody tried to doubt me or say, yeah, I seen you on that show. You rap now, I'm rapping. Like, I feel like I had something to prove when I really first started, just being a female rapper. People just constantly calling you out, thinking you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I went through that whole thing. And then once I got a little older with it, I started to see what it took. You know, it took a lot of time. It took a lot of money. It was going to take a lot of losses before you got to the win. So that kind of discouraged me a little bit because I was in the streets and chasing women and doing all kind of shit I didn't have no business doing. But you know what I'm saying? That led up to now me having something to rap about. You know what I'm saying? So when I look back on it, I'm like, it is cool I went through all those things and all that, because now I'm in a place where now I can rap about it because I lived it. You know what I'm saying? So it's some truth and some realness coming out of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, once I started to get serious about it and I realized what it took, as far as it took the money, and it's going to take some time. Once I got myself in a position to really play with it like I am now I'm foot on the gas. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, okay, let's make this my career. Now I understand this is a business. It's not a game. I took it as a game for a lot of years, where I was just sitting there with my homies and my boys, and they saying I'm raw, and I'm thinking just because I'm somebody telling me I'm raw, that's cool. But then I'm like, I ain't getting no money. You know what I'm saying? So you go through that and just thinking just because somebody's saying you can rap, that's it. That is not it. You feel me? If your paperwork ain't right or the business part of it ain't together, you just looking cool rapping. You ain't. It's not helping you to survive. You know what I'm saying? So now that I see it as a way really out, you know what I'm saying, for some generational wealth or for my family to have better things in life, is making me want to give it more of my time and energy because I see where it could take me. And now I'm taking it serious. You feel me? So that's what I'm trying to tell him now is take it serious now. Because that's a big regret I have with my career is that I didn't take it serious when I was 17, 18 because I was just playing and it was just cool. But if you would have got to get that business since now, you look up at 25 and you ought to be a millionaire. Because you already figured it out fast. You know what I'm saying? You look up and now you 30-something trying to figure it out. No, the faster you figure it out, the better. The faster you can get the money and then have some extra years to retire and live out, the better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because your time is priceless. So it's like, for me, it seemed like it took a lot of loss from death, from me losing my dad, me losing my grandmother, where then it made me want to get serious about life and follow my passion and say, hey, if I could do something I love to do and get paid doing it, that's what you need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't be slaving in no factory for no 10, 20 years and retire. That ain't really the life you really want to live. You know what I'm saying? You really want to do something you love and get paid. So, like I say, that's what I'm on him about now. Like, let's get serious now. Let's be hungry now and stay hungry. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up like I did and then, oh, I'm going through this, so now I ain't rapping. No, you got to keep your foot on the gas. You know, all those people that kept their foot on the gas got there. It's what I seen, like Kendrick Lamar, Keisha Cole, for instance, who, you know what I'm saying, put all her shit in her backpack, her income tax, and came to LA like she gonna make it. And she really made it, you know what I'm saying? Because she said she put it in God's hands, like, I want this. I'm going after it, giving it my all, you know? But that shit take a lot, though, you feel me? So.
Okay. Man, because honestly, it's a lot to unpack. I really don't know where I want to start for real, but I guess we'll start here. So, your rap name, too, is Seminary Tiff. So,
yes.
Of course, yeah, Seminary, East Oakland. But why did you choose that to be a part of your rap name?
I chose Seminary to be a part of my rap name because the first house my grandmother ever purchased was on Seminary. So, like, a lot of my childhood memories, my whole life was right there on Seminary. Like, just pulling up to that block means so much to me. So me attaching it to my name really wasn't even weird to none of my friends or family, because people that know me know when you go to see Tiff, you go to Seminary. Like, I had some of the best parties in the hood back in the day. They're like, we going to Tiff, we going to Seminary. Like, everybody know you go to Seminary. Like, that's where it's at. Like, so you know what I'm saying? I really put it on my name to feel more attached to my grandmother, who I had just lost. So I was like, man, I'm putting this on my back, and we gonna do this, Grams, and I'm finna do a back to school giveaway on July 22nd in memory of her, you know what I'm saying, and what she did for the community, you know what I'm saying. She was one of the first black women from Oakland to start a drug rehabilitation center for pregnant, drug addicted moms, because she said she never seen black women abandon their children until crack hit in the 80s. You feel me? So she created a drug program, got funded from the city and the states, and she was Woman of the Year, recognized by Channel 5, Essence Magazine, Phil Donahue, all that, you know what I'm saying. She reached some heights that I want to reach in my music career. Like, she showed me that, you know what I'm saying, coming from the mud, you can be something. She left here owning 2 homes and left something we still living off of now. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a big dog. Like my song. That's what a big dog is. She ain't here no more. My mama living in the house. My auntie on the other one. Like, we still got something to remember her by. And Seminary is a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's where she really stamped our family at, was right there on Seminary. You know what I'm saying? So for me, yeah, Seminary, it means a lot more than some of these guys that might claim it because they did hella badass shit over there. Like, I'm not claiming it for that reason. You feel me? I'm claiming it because that's where my family made they imprint at. You feel me? And on a positive note at that, my grandmother gave back to the community. She dedicated her life to saving the women and children in the community. So it's like, with my music, I was like, I'm going to figure out a way I could give back in her remembrance and let her know I ain't forgot about what you did. I seen what you did, and that's why you was blessed and lived a great life. I know she in heaven, you feel me? So, yeah, man, like, it's all about giving back now. That's what I feel like I gotta give back to the community, you feel me?
Yeah, okay, that's crazy, because imagine all the people that were impacted or potentially saved by what your grandma did.
Oh, yeah. I run into some to them now, and they be like, I loved your grandmother, like, she's the reason I got my kids, you feel me? Because my grandmother had a fucking office in Santa Rita jail, because a lot of women was, like, court mandated from jail to, you know what I'm saying, in order to get your kids back, you had to go to a program. So a lot of people picked my grandmother programs, which was Mandela House programs, to go to get rehabilitated, to learn all the stuff they need to get themselves back together, to be able to have their kids in their life, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, like, I watched my grandmother get to the top, you feel me? And that's how I'm trying to end out at the top.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what were you doing at first? Because you were saying everyone was like, oh, yeah, you're raw at rapping. But what was you doing before you dropped your first song? Were you just like freestyling, messing around, and then you just decided to record a song? How did you get into a studio to actually record a song? And also describe, like, because this is a different era too. So one thing, my bad, it is hella questions in one, but one thing I do be hella interested in like uncovering in these podcasts and interviews is like what life was like in like the past, and like the Hyphy era and like the 2000s, the early 2000s. Because for me, I was too young, and a lot of my audience might be too young too. But that shit just hella intrigues me.
Right. So, first time I ever got in the studio, when I first kicked off, I started just entering talent shows. And I used to be rapping just off the instrumentals. Back in the day, I used to get a tape or a CD and have the regular play and an instrumental. So, like, my first talent show I ever won was off You Could Do It, Put Your Back Into It by Ice Cube, because I had the CD and it had the instrumental on it. So, like, when I went off from that, it was like, okay, I knew I had something, you feel me? So I entered another talent show called the Hip Hop for the Soul talent show in West Oakland. And then I won both trophies that night. I won Freestyle Battle Night winner, and I won first place for the whole showcase. So after that, I entered this other little talent show in Berkeley at the Alice Art Center. It was like a random posting. As a matter of fact, the musical director, his name was Mr. Baines from Skyline High School. He came to me with the flyer and was like, you've been winning art talent show, you need to enter this one. And I looked, I'm like, I ain't entering that. And I went up and entered it anyway. And I placed like first place out of all these people, and so they sent me my first record contract. Like, they wanted to sign me. It was MBIS Enterprise, matter of fact. And so they mailed me a contract and everything. My grandmother looked at the contract. She went to my a big family member of ours, is Dwayne Wiggins from Tony. Mm-hmm. So she reached out to him. We went to the studio in West Oakland. He read the contract and he was like, they asking for too much. He said, don't sign this contract. He said, in this contract, they asking to be her manager, her producer, her writer. It was like he was like, they got too many hats they trying to fulfill and asking for this big percentage. He like, managers don't accept this type of percentage. because they don't even do this much. So my grandmother was like, no, we're not doing that. So the guy, he still didn't want to give up on me. Like, I don't care, you didn't sign. I still want to give you free studio time. Once you come to my studio, record me. I believe you that much. You ain't got to sign. So shout out to Anthony Murphy. He took me to my first studio session in his house on 21st in Wakefield. I was recording the dubs, and he taught me how to write bars. Like, I didn't even know how to write bars, like you saying. Like, I just knew how to write, but I didn't know how to break it down and be like, this is 1, 2, 1. So he showed me all that. Shout out to him, and I owe him so much, man. If I ever get on, he coming with me. But yeah, like, he showed me how to write bars, and had me doing all my first shows. Like, I had a show at a fucking car show. He had booked me. That was fire. I had a song called Detail Shop. Some people still remember that song. But it was about cars, and he booked me that show. Then he booked me a couple of other shows. But how we ended up ending our relationship was he wanted to change my look. He was like, I feel like you could do it, but you need to put like a wig on and some makeup. And I'm like, we're not doing that. So I literally like had stopped answering his calls because he was like pushing that issue so tough, and I was like, no, bro. And if that's the way I gotta go, I'm not doing it that way, because I didn't feel like I needed to change myself. Because I'm like, I've been winning all these talent shows with my pants sagging, looking like a boy, bro. They wasn't tripping, and they didn't know me from a can of paint, and didn't nobody care. It was like they saw my talent over what I was looking like, which I was happy, because I was very worried about that when I first started rapping. I was like, people won't just boo me just because I look like this, not even give me a chance to get a word out. And it went the total opposite way, where people was like, this bitch rapping, what the fuck? Yeah. Fuck she gay, we don't give a fuck. Like, I had a battle, and the first thing the guy said to me was, yeah, you eating pussy and you gay ass bitch. And then the whole crowd booed him. Tripped me the fuck out. They like, we ain't rocking with that. We know she gay. Don't kick, bro. You come with something else. He lost that night just because he went that route with it, because he thought that was going to make everybody be on his side. They like, no, we know she gay. We know Tiff. Say something else. So then they had a lot of other people that try to battle me after they know you can't use that one. Like, don't say I'm gay. Everybody knows that. Like, you feel me? But yeah, that's how I got into it. Was that way. And then after me and his relationship, I ended up meeting some people on 35th and Davis, and I started doing music with Nickel and Dime Entertainment. Met them through some guys. Started rapping. They was in love with me. Like, you can record for free. But at that time, I didn't even know what direction I wanted to go with my music, because I wasn't even sure of myself. Like, what you finna say, or what you finna put out, or, you get what I'm saying? I was like in a tricky place at that time in my career, because what I was trying to do hadn't been done before. I didn't see no gay girl from Oakland drop no tape and make it. Nowhere. Yeah. So it was like, I was scared to even, like, nigga, you finna do it? I don't know. Wait, baby, I don't know. So it was like, I was in, I was out, and I was in, and I was out. Because I was just scared of the response of it, you know what I'm saying? But once I started rapping, when niggas even know me, like, nigga, fuck that, Tiff, drop your tape. Like, I have niggas run up on me right now, like, whenever your tape come out, I'm buying it. Nigga, like, where your shit at? Where that gave me the confidence where I was like, let me put a tape out. Like, let me try it, you know what I'm saying? And then my first tape I put out with Fat Mac and Entertainment, I ended up running into some guys I knew from back in the day, and it was like, whenever, when he ran into me, like, Tiff, I've been looking for you. He like, I'm gonna put your whole tape out for free. So I'm thinking he's lying. We put the whole tape out for free.
Distributed, and also this is because, mind you, this is around what year was this?
That was the first tape. That had to be like 2008.
Yeah, so it wasn't when you say put a tape out, it's not put it on iTunes. It's actually going to the stores.
Yeah, he put it on MyMixtapes, I believe.
Okay.
I think that's where he put it at. Like, now I can't even find it. Luckily, I have hard copies of it that I kept, but back then, like you say, wasn't no. So all I had was my ASCAP, and then I had that, but that was.
Oh, back then, like in 2000.
Yep, that's when I started my. That's when I started my ASCAP. Was way back then.
For real? So you've been on it? Okay.
Yeah, I've been on there for a while, but yeah. So yeah, just me networking, me just going out, just rapping everywhere, meeting hella people. Like I said, I was rapping with Nickel and Dime, or I actually got on Ike Dola's tape. He's part of the Farm Boys with Keek the Sneak, so that's how I first ever got introduced to Keek, and that whole crew was from being on 35th. Met the Jacka. Who else I met? It was a lot of dope rappers coming through that studio at that time, and I was the only female over there rapping. Mm-hmm. So I had everybody over there like, Tiff gonna go, like Tiff got it, but I was chasing bitches and running the streets at the time, so it was like, I'll go over there, lay a hot song, and be gone for some weeks and forget about it, and then come back, and then like, I wasn't focused on my career at that time. It was just, I knew I could rap, but I didn't know what to do with it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, now I actually see a lane for me, and you know what I'm saying, seeing other rappers do it, like Young Ma, and it's a lot of dope stud rappers coming out now, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like just that time where we're accepted fully in the music and everything, but it's still hard for us to make it, but we more accepted now. Now even what I'm saying is more accepted because it's all on the TV, it's all in the shows. Now it's gay people everywhere, so it's kind of like, now if you're gonna go and you're a gay rapper, I think now is the time.
Yeah.
Now is the time to really try to capitalize on it because of how everything has evolved. Where gay people is like blowing up. Now we running TV shows. You got Ellen DeGeneres had a whole show and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But back in the day, you never seen nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
so yeah, man.
Okay. And so, like, yeah, just on some, like, pre-internet shit, before the internet, did you notice any more difficulties? Like, was it more difficult to promote being a rapper, being an artist, or even just, like...
Before?
Yeah, before the internet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because then nobody know you unless you was really out there rapping.
Yeah, you have to actually be outside.
Yeah, you had to really be outside. Like, and I was really outside with the rapping. Like, I was rapping on the bus. I was rapping at people parties. I was rapping in summer school in the cafeteria, banging on the thing. So it was like everybody in my hood and in Oakland, they knew Tiffany was over there rapping. Mm-hmm. Like, I knew I had the whole Oakland knowing that girl over there raps. Like, that's her thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I say, back then you had to be really outside because it wasn't nowhere for nobody to see you unless you was really in their face rapping. You know what I'm saying? So you really had to build it by, you know what I'm saying, word of mouth that you was doing your thing, or go enter some talent shows like I did. You feel me?
Yeah, because there wasn't no media, there wasn't no Thizzlers, NorCals, no media interview, YouTubers. So
yeah, it wasn't no none of that.
Yeah. But okay, one thing I do want to clarify too, I'm not going to lie, I've been like, because I don't know the proper term to, like, so I heard you mention like stud rappers in the interview. So is stud rappers the proper term to use when referring to
a gay female rapper?
Yeah, like gay female rapper.
Not if it's not if they not a stud. I mean, a stud is more of a masculine woman that's gay. You know what I'm saying? If it's a femme, then that's a femme rapper. You know what I'm saying? Or you just a lesbian rapper to just put it all in one bubble. Shit, I guess. You feel me? But yeah.
Okay. And I mean, yeah. So you were talking about that earlier. Do you feel like it's a block in the industry on like stud rappers or like gay female rappers, or do you feel like someone just has to come with some real hot shit and just take shit over?
I mean, I dang near feel like it's a block. I ain't gonna lie. I just feel like it's a male dominated industry, and there's a lot of males that don't really want to stand behind no gay female rapper. Period. And that's just it.
Even if they're hard as fuck?
That's it in a nutshell. I feel like they might feel like you harder than them. You know what I'm saying? It's ego too, even though it's a man. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like they'll be like, nah, this bitch might just take off a little farther than me with this shit. Hold on. Like, she get more bitches than me. No, I'm finna stop that. She ain't finna get past me. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel it is like that, but it shouldn't stop none of the stud rappers from trying though, because eventually the door gonna get knocked down. It has a couple of times for other stud rappers, you know what I'm saying? You got some that's actually in the game though, you feel me? Like behind the scenes, like say who wanna be, which one really out there? Like it ain't one out there like that. They all behind the scenes if they is lit. So it's like, I'm trying to be that one that's lit in the front and the back. Shit. You feel me? Like give me my flowers now, you feel me? On the real, man. Like I'm trying to have it like that. Like why we gotta be in the background? Like why we gotta be hidden? You know what I'm saying? Like we write the song but then we can't say it's us though, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do feel like it's a little harder for us, but it's a little harder for a woman, period, I feel like. Just being a woman, whether I was gay or straight, it's just being a woman in the industry that's dominated by men. They feel like, what can you do? We can't do. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of proving yourself. But I knew it was going to be hard from the jump, so that part never really scared me about it.
Okay. Yeah, you did. So yeah, you grew up in the Hyphy era and all that. So do you have any crazy stories from the Hyphy era that you can tell that your craziest one? Or yeah, just some honorable mentions that can educate some of the youth about the Hyphy era. I may not know.
The Hyphy era was lit. That's all I could say, and it was fun, and it was everything. Like I was at it. I was at all the side shows, damn near all of them. I think the craziest thing I seen was this dude got hit by a car. And then he got back up and started dancing again and jumped on top of the court. I'm like, this nigga crazy. That's the best. I swear to God. That's the best. Shout out my nigga JoJo, man. I'm gonna put him on blast. That was my nigga JoJo from 9-0. I swear to God, that nigga got hit by a car in front of fucking, I think it was Mingles in downtown. It was popping. Then they got hit, bounced up, started dancing. We like, what the fuck?
Well, he like flew or like he just got smacked?
He got smacked, but he bounced up and just started dancing again. Like, it probably was the pills. The pills was hitting real hard back then. Boy, he didn't feel nothing. Then he got up and started dancing. But that's how the hype even was. Like, some people, I seen a car right there on Fremont knock over the pole. Like, he just went over the pole, went down, car just on top of him. He just kept rolling, parked, got out, started dancing. Like, nigga, you just knocked over the pole, went over the pole, nigga. You need to get out of here. Niggas was turned like that, though. You feel me? Like, it was crazy out there. think the crazy shit I seen too was just cars getting stumped in for no reason. Like if you was a car full of girls and you wasn't really lit like that, niggas would see you and be like, who was that? Start jumping on your shit, it's over with. They jumping on your window, jumping on your shit, jumped out. You might as well get out the car because you can't move. Yeah, a lot of bitches just abandoned their cars. I'm pretty sure a lot of women can tell you that happened to them. And niggas ain't got their shit jumped out. And you just gotta get out now because you feel me? It's too many people. Be like 6 people jumping, you in the car by yourself. You just gotta go and get out, bro. Unless you finna get jumped, bro. It's over with. These niggas is high and they not trying to hear nothing you talking about. Like, niggas used to be really high back then. That's what I can say too. Like, ecstasy pills was really smacking. Like, you was up for 3 days straight.
That's crazy. That shit really changed hella quick. Cause it used to be hella uppers and ecstasy and shit. Now it's all like fentanyl and shit.
And it's downers. Now niggas wanna be slowed down. But what? I don't know. That shit is crazy. But back then, niggas was up and bouncing and going crazy and just niggas was turned up. Boy, if you lived through that, you saw it, and you was in it too. I was in it deep, boy. I was lost like 100 pounds. Niggas was talking about I was doing crack. I was so skinny, the pills just eat my whole body alive, bro. Oh God. If you was really in it, you was really in it, man. Just be happy you live to talk about it, because a lot of some niggas still stuck in it and retarded and walking the streets talking to themselves just because of the hyphy movement.
So, damn, for real, that's
niggas didn't stop being hyphy, bro. I'm serious though. I lost a lot of friends through that movement that really ended up losing their minds and took the wrong pill or took the wrong something and then gone, still hyphy. What the fuck?
Were y'all connected with Sacramento like that and Stockton too?
What you mean?
Like,
the hyphy movement?
Yeah, the Bay Area. And
that stuff was, the hyphy movement was all over.
It was all over.
But I mean, Oakland was lit. I feel like people came to Oakland to come to our side shows though. But I know it was lit like in Sac and other cities too. Cause it wasn't the after hours, but it was called something else. It was something everybody used to go to. I can't think of it right now. Damn. You can't think of it, Shamika? Damn.
Not as I was going.
It wasn't the after hours though, but it was like it'd be a function. The functions. It used to be functions. They used to call them functions, and somebody would rent out somewhere and then tell everybody to come.
It's called Black Friday and Black Saturdays.
Something like that. Or people like, I'm going to the function. Something like that. Even when E40 had the ambassador club.
So function was just like really something that somebody used to call. Nowadays
you going to the function.
Yeah, nowadays it's just like function is a party. Like people.
That's what it was. It was a function.
You
know
what
I'm saying?
But it was for
like
all ages.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be no birthday or none reason. It would be like somebody just rent out a spot and like everybody go there.
Everybody come to party.
And like sometimes it was of ages, but you could sneak people in there. Shit, I snuck your daddy in what I'm talking about. Swear to God, I did. He was not of age. I had that nigga.
You just needed to show ID when alcohol.
He remember that nigga was in the function. He was not supposed to be in there. Wow.
He was a baby.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, okay. And so, so you've been rapping for all these years, right? Or did you ever take like a break?
Yeah, I took multiple breaks.
Okay.
Until I figured out what I really wanted to do with it. It was like I knew I couldn't stop rapping. So every time somebody like come to the studio, I'll go in there and rap a song. I was featured on heck of different people projects. Like I'm on Ike Dola project. I'm on A1 project. Who else projects I featured on? Fat Mackin project. This is when a Max D's project. Like I was doing heck of features for people because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do personally with myself. Like what I was gonna call it, what I was finna just say I'm gonna be talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it took me a minute to get to a place where I was trying to figure out what I was gonna be about. You know what I'm saying? And stand on that. Like who is you trying to be for real? Like, you know you can rap, but then you gotta try to create this persona and remember this is entertainment so that you're entertaining, so you gotta come up with a slogan and you gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's all a game to get the bag, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the biggest thing with rapping is remember you entertaining. That's your whole point of them paying the show to come see you is you get up there and entertain that crowd. Some people forget that, you feel me, that this is a job to entertain. Same way with acting, when they get a role to play another person, they're entertaining you playing this role. You know what I'm saying? So like with rapping, that's something else I had to figure out too. Like you playing a role, cause I see a lot of dudes, for instance, like I've been having clean ass cars, whips, hella shit. I'll be in studio with some of the dopest niggas, and they on there talking about they got cars and rims, and I'm like, nigga, I gave you a ride. But then I remember, oh, he entertaining. Oh, so you making some of this shit up? Oh, okay. So then I'm like, so I can make some of this shit up too. Like this, what we doing? Like, and then when I started looking in the industry, like for instance, like 50 Cent. said that he did the song called Bottles Full of Bub, I'm in the club. He said at that time he wasn't even drinking alcohol. But he knew that's what his audience wanted to hear, because at that time, everybody was popping bottles and was in the club. So he made you think he was doing it too and said he was doing it. He wasn't doing none of that shit. He was entertaining you. You know what I'm saying? I even had to tell my mama that when I did a song about Serve. She's like, you sipping Serve? And I'm like, Mom, I don't even sip Serve. But everybody's sipping it. So they want to hear about sipping it. So while they sipping it, they can play my song. You feel me? It's all a game. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be like, not necessarily you really got to be doing it. You trying to sell this idea of what people are already doing. So if everybody's drinking alcohol or everybody doing drugs, they want to hear songs about drugs. I'm sorry. They don't want to hear a song about I'm sober living and I ain't drinking shit. They don't want to hear that because they popping a bottle. So you going to rap about popping a bottle, even if you don't really want to. It's like otherwise they're not, even with the violence. It's like it's so much violence in the streets. This is what the boys want to hear. They want to hear shoot each other, bang each other, kill them, and we're the ops and the dead niggas and we smoking on the op back. And so it's kind of like if you don't say that in your song, nigga don't even want to hear it. It's fucking sad, bro, that music goes that way, where it's like whatever's popping, if you ain't talking about that, don't nobody want to hear it. You know, I've been trying to work with him about that too, where I'm like, I don't really want you talking about, you know what I'm saying, ops or enemies out there or claiming no street like that for real, because what it brings to you, you know what I'm saying, you're bringing negativity towards you. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's what they want to hear, you don't necessarily got to do it like that. You can have fun with your music and rap about having fun, rap about getting girls, and rap about things you doing for your age group. You know what I'm saying? It don't necessarily have to be just straight violence, because I feel like it's too much violence right now. Like, it's too much. like it's way too much. People's grannies is getting robbed, grandma's getting pushed down. It's ridiculous right now. They snatching your stuff out your car. It's at an all-time high right now. And like, I just made a song while I'm talking about it. I just made a song called We Taking Everything, and I rapped about bipping, because I feel like the niggas is bipping probably want to hear it. I had to. I was like, this is what they want to hear.
Yeah, it's a bag right there.
You feel me? Like, for real, I said hit the cannabis dispensary, take all the weed, and hit the jewelry store too and take all the V's. I'm talking VBS's. You better get your necklace and take your, what I say? I'm talking VBS's. You better check your necklace. These niggas go around and going crazy and they getting reckless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's what people wanted to hear. They robbing the cannabis dispensaries. They taking all the V's. Bro, I swear to God, I just made a song about it, and I didn't really, like, our girl, I don't even let her hear it. I'm like, babe, should I put it out? I don't know. And she was like, but this is what they doing. Song might go viral. Might just go viral. And in the beginning of the song, I got it where the people saying, they're at the store right now, and they're taking this, and because this is what they want to hear, bro. Like,
which is crazy. And like, because even me, I feel that, because it's like, as the bloggers too, I kind of like feel a responsibility to, okay, you can't just promote all people just talking about violent shit. But it's like, that's the main things I be finding, but I do find gems every now and then, and I want to like try and get that out. So you feel like it's possible to still like have some fun party music that could be lit versus like, I don't know, do you feel like it could be a change, or is this like a big issue?
I mean, I think it can. It's just all you do it. Like, with some of his songs he got right now, like he got a song called Outside Bitches, for instance, where he just rapping about girls being outside turning up, because that's what they doing. That's what Glorilla doing in all her videos. That's like a big way where you ain't gotta be gangster. Talk about just having fun outside with the girls. You turn up, they turn up. You know what I'm saying? Any way we can try to like cut that whole negativity with his career, that's what I'm trying to do, because I just don't want it to bring bad energy towards him or somebody wanting to hurt him because of something he said on the record, because nowadays that's happening. Boys is naming who they killed now on records, and it's getting back to the person, people, but and then they killed him because he said it on the record. Like, records are really getting people killed out here in these streets because of egos, because you so good of a rapper and you talked about me too and everybody liked it. Oh, now I gotta shoot you when I see you. And they really own that right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of murder. It's a lot of murder music out there right now. It's really sad that the boys feel like they even got to name who they killed. Like, it's like, you admitting to murder on the song. Do you understand what you're doing? Like, they telling what street they was on, where the gun was hidden at. Everything. I'm on 61st. The gun was in the back. I hit the thing and said clack. You like, whoa, bro. Like, if the police get on here and really investigate this, you going to jail. And now the police are really investigating people's lyrics and trying to use them. It's happening to Young Thug right now. He even did a song called Take It to Trial. I didn't even know that. I said Young Thug put a song out telling them, take me to trial. Y'all do it. I'm going to get off. And now he fucked. That's what I mean about how shit you can put out can really come to you. That's what I mean by putting stuff out in the universe like that. You look, if you locked up and I did a song called Take It to Church. I just bought a bitch, now I'm in here. And he possibly can be in there for the rest of his life now for Rico case. And a lot of them songs, he talked about murder, shooting, talked about how he said, fuck the judge. The judge read that back in the court. Said, he said, fuck the judge and fuck 12 and I'm going to get out at 7. And what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really have to watch what they say. Yeah. And that's what I've been working on with my music, is watching what I put out there in the universe. Because I really feel like it could come back on you and you don't know when. But the fact you spewed that out like you was so big and bad, God got a way of making things really come to you. You know what I'm saying? So just got to be careful on what you put out there for real. Like.
Yeah. And so how do you feel about that, Sauce, as just like, because you're the younger coming up generation on the come up right now, and it's all these different types of music coming out all around you. You're just able to see, this is what's popular, this is going on. What's just your perspective on like your lyrics, what the energy you put into your lyrics, and how that affects your career and just your life?
Honestly, I see my age group looking at older people doing all of this and getting influenced by them. So I try to do the most opposite. I'm like, y'all go follow them. I'm finna go have fun when turn up with some girls. I'm finna go, you feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm finna go see what, you feel what I'm saying, what the new Jordan's talking about. I'm finna see, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not trying to, y'all can go through that ops. You feel what I'm cool. So I'll try to keep that. I might add a little bit in there just so cause like she said, that's what they want to hear. But right. That's not finna be my moral. I'm having fun, turning up. It's summer. Everybody, you feel me? Everybody trying to have fun. So, yeah.
Right. We definitely want to push. You feel me? Positivity. You feel me? Like that's what I've been more on myself, and just watching what I say and what I'm talking about, and you know what I'm saying. Just standing on truth and honesty in your music. You feel me? Because that's what really shines through, is when you really being honest with yourself and truthful about what you doing and how you doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like. Keep it real, you feel me? Like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and another thing I do want to touch on too, because I've noticed, so you have the cross tattoo, and then you have God's child right here. Mm-hmm. So what is your relationship with God right now?
Oh, my relationship with God been strong since I was young, you feel me? I was in the church, I was at Bible study every Tuesday, choir rehearsal on Wednesday. Yeah, so shout out to my grandmother, Miss Douglas, you feel me, on my dad's side. Like, she made me go to church every Sunday. So I've always been very connected with God. I got baptized, and I baptized again before I turned 30 and all that. Like, so, you feel me? Like, I got a real relationship with God, you feel me? Like, I got the cross on my head. It's the cross of suffering, you feel me? Like, my grandmother suffered when she died. My dad suffered when he died. But that's what my cross represents, you know what I'm saying? It represents the strength. Seeing people suffer, you feel me? Pushing through that and keeping God first. You feel me? That's why when people see God shout on my neck, I want people to know I'm really, I got a scripture on my, like, I want people to know, like, I'm tapped in. Like, I see things before they happen. My mom has that thing too. Like, we'll have visions or see things play out and follow you feel me? We follow God talking to us, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So I feel like a lot of people hear God talking to them and don't listen. And then that's how they get caught up in certain situations, because you didn't take that gut feeling you had not to stay over there that long, or go see that person or whatever, and you felt it was bad over there and it wasn't a good look, you feel me? So, I don't know, I just always had a strong relationship with God since I was a child, you feel me? Like, where I knew to have my faith. I knew that's what it was about, keeping your faith in the hard times and the good times, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you pray to God, making sure you remember to thank God for the good, for the bad, for the ugly, for God just still giving you a chance and letting you be here and chase your dream. I think that's the biggest thing I've been thankful for God now, is just losing a lot of my friends, losing a lot of people, and realizing, hey, you still got a chance. You still got breath in your body. You need to go use it. Like, don't sit here wasting your days, and other people's days is over with. They buried. There's no more chance to take a trip. There's no more chance to take your mom somewhere. There's no more chance. You feel me? Like, so, yeah, keeping God in my life been the reason why I keep pushing and haven't given up on myself or given up on my dreams, because I know God got a plan for me. You feel me? I think you have a plan for everybody. You just got to figure out your purpose and then try to live in that the best you can. You feel me? Because then everything, it starts to just fall into place for you. Like me walking here and meeting that guy today from VH1. I'm trying to push off in my acting right now. we were supposed to tap in. We were supposed to connect. I was supposed to come here early and view your studio. Like, I be feeling like God be having your steps and things already lined out, but you have to jump out there and take that step, though. He got to see that you're working towards something. It's not just going to fall in your lap sitting at home talking about, I want to be a rapper, and just sitting there twiddling your fingers. No, you're going to have to go out there and shoot the videos and pay the money and take the losses and hope you win and keep going, even if it don't do what you thought it was going to do. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Because God, I feel like he helps the people he sees working towards their, purpose in life. Like, I really feel that. You feel me?
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
To all the people that's out there rapping, doing their things, I say that push. You feel me? Like, keep pushing. Because God gonna line your steps and align you to walk into certain rooms you ain't supposed to be in yet. All that. You know what I'm saying? Because he see you pushing forward. You just gotta keep pushing forward, man.
Okay. And then 2 other things on that. So what verse was that you had tattooed on your arm?
This is Psalms right here.
Okay. And yeah, so why what is it? Do you mind reading it off what it says and why
this
did you pick
says
that one?
deliver me from the workers of inequity and save me from bloody men. Now the reason I got this and save me from bloody men is because the life I was living, I felt like if something ever happened to me, it probably would be a man hurting me, probably for dealing with women, because I never did nothing where I feel like I had an enemy gonna shoot me. I never robbed nobody or did nothing crazy like that. So in my head, I always felt like if something happened to you, it's gonna be some jealous man. I always felt like it might be some jealous man, an ex-husband, an ex-boyfriend, whatever, that's like, just because you with my woman or you took my woman, I'm gonna kill you. Because I've been threatened like that many times in my life by men that's like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna shoot you, or I hate you, or all over a woman when you can get another one. So that used to be like, man, if I really get killed, it's probably gonna be over some stupid ass nigga or one of these dumb ass hoes. You feel me? But that always stayed in my head, so I wanted to get me some protection on me. Where I was like, God, protect me. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, I know I ain't did nothing to these people or no man like that. But touching a man's ego can get you killed. I done seen it on a lot of different shows. I done watched true crimes, watched this crazy nigga come kill. Some niggas done killed the kids and the bitch, or killed the bitch and the new nigga. And that didn't happen right here in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? Where a guy pulled up on the girl with the new boyfriend, killed him and the girlfriend. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I really got that tattoo, was just for some protection. Because I felt like that was one way my life had been threatened multiple times, was by jealous ass niggas, basically. Mad ass niggas. Like, me personally, I would never kill somebody over no woman. Because I'm killing myself at that point. Like, you just crashed out over a woman. And it's like 1 billion women on this earth that you can go get and have another baby with and start all. So it's like, why people go to those, you know what I'm saying, that deep with it. But love and ego is a motherfucker.
Okay. And one thing I do want to touch on too, what is your method for praying and actually communicating with God?
I have a certain prayer that I say. And then just other ways, I just talk to God on my own. I'm in my car, I'm alone. Like, I talk to my dad damn near every day, because I know he up there with God. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just got to have a strong faith. You just got to, you talk to God when you want to. Really, I talk to God damn near every day, because I just lost my dad. So it's like, I feel like I really lost a part of me. Losing my grandmother's hurt too, but losing a parent was like, it's an everyday hurt. So it's got me talking to God every day to get through it. You feel me? Because I'm trying to understand and just accept what happened, and I lost my father, and that's, the strongest person in your life that you feel like you always can lean back on. It's like, I ain't got that lean back, so I'm like, I got to get serious about what I'm finna do now. And you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, once you lose a parent, like, a part of you dies. That's literally what happens.
Yeah.
A part of you dies.
That's crazy.
So, you know what I'm saying? That just happened to me last year. So I'm still processing that and keeping my faith strong and knowing my dad's time was up, and, you know what I'm saying, just taking that for what it was and just appreciating the time I did have with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you can do, man.